Okay. So welcome. It's good to see all of you. It's actually kind of surreal, in fact, to see everyone, in that I feel so much younger than everyone really looks. That's just me. Des asked me to speak tonight, and I'm not sure why. In fact, I'm really pretty nervous about it. I just tried to tell him no so many times, but as some of you know, Des can be pretty persuasive. You know, I'm not going to say he held a gun to my head, but you know, I see so many old friends tonight here that are just so awesome. Everybody looks so great. I see Billy Shelley here tonight, man, he looks awesome. Break me off a piece, yeah. So no, Billy and I actually, I saw him last night at Applebee's in Frankfort. And you know, Billy hasn't changed a bit, right? Not one bit. And you know, Billy was kind of happy to see me. Not changed one bit. Funny story about Billy. If you remember, at FHS had a rule about seniors going to lunch, right? Seniors could go to lunch, no one else could. Well, when we were juniors, Billy and I got the idea that somehow we were above the rules, and either that or we were just really, really wanting some cheddar cheese, baked potatoes at Wendy's or something like that. So we snuck out and went to Wendy's one day as juniors, you know, and we came back and we thought we got away with it. And I was on my way to Mrs. Barnes' English class that afternoon when Mr. Kelly called me into his office. Mr. Kelly, the assistant principal, calls me into his office and Billy's already there, and he sits us down, and I hang my head and I'm just trying to figure out what to say, and Mr. Kelly finally looks at us and he says, "So boys, what do we have for lunch today?" And I started immediately trying to scramble in my head about what kind of lie would get us out of this fix, but Billy just pipes up before I could say anything. Billy pipes up and says, "Well, I don't know what y'all had here at school for this crap lunch, but we had single with cheese, a large frosty, French fries, baked potatoes, and gravy." Thanks, Billy. Needless to say, we ended up getting a month of Saturday school. Remember that Saturday school? You remember in-school suspension, ISS? Anybody have in-school suspension? You know, true, yeah. Steve, yeah. All right, you know, it's a true story. I actually got in-school suspension for eating a ladybug. I ate a ladybug in study hall. Des actually can verify this. In fact, it was his fault. He dared me to do it. So if you want to know that story, he can tell you later. Well, so I want to kind of address something that's a little more on a serious note, and it's kind of the elephant in the room. Now, I don't want to be disrespectful, or I don't want to, you know, upset anyone, but I'm kind of hoping that maybe I can help everyone feel a little less self-conscious tonight. It's been a long time since we've seen everyone, and it's kind of apparent that some of us have put on a few pounds over the years. Right? Right? Come on, Bill. Where's Des?
Wow.
Yeah. And you know what? As a matter of fact, I'm putting myself out there. And it's no secret. I kind of let myself go a little bit after college. And as a matter of fact, to give you a comparison of what I looked like in high school and what I look like now, I'll just show you this. That's me in high school. Okay. Yeah. All right. And so to give you a comparison, I asked my wife to take a picture of me last night. And it was our Titanic moment. And I said, "Paint me like you paint your French girls." Yeah, we don't want to look at that. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Can you see the results? Boom. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Enough of that. Honestly, I do understand that I look like the guy who ate Cody Baker. As a matter of fact, I was at my little sister's graduation a few years back, and from afar, Mrs. Pletch saw me from afar. She says to my sister, in hushed and reverent tone, she says, "Sarah, is that your brother Cody?" So she says, yeah, he's here for my graduation. She said, "Oh my. Cody's been away from football for a little while." Yeah, he has. Yeah. Well, for the ladies out there, okay, there's some parts that have actually grown smaller, right, ladies? Some parts that have actually grown smaller over the years that used to be huge and sexy and out there, and now it's smaller. I'm talking about the hair. The hair, right? Yeah? Are you guys seeing that? Oh my. Spray it on, puff it up, strut it out. Oh my. Look like Paracelsus poodle on Murphy. And here, it's like, at least your shoulders are as poofy as your hair, right? Okay, now, all right. Here's the thing, though. Honestly, it was pretty sexy back then, right, guys? But he's trying to run your fingers through their hair, and it's like, oh, baby. And you say, oh, yeah. And then you get stuck. It's like you dipped your hand in glue and a bag of potato chips, right? But it's okay. You guys were sexy, I gotta tell you.
I'm fire. I'm flame.
All right. So one guy here who's really looking great. He's looking amazing, actually. I'm not joking. Sean Smith, holy cow. Dude, man, you talk about a gun show. That guy's a little tank, right? And we're also proud of Sean. He's competed in the World's Strongest Man competitions. He's a professional athlete with international sponsors. And most importantly, Sean has a huge heart for people. Come on, you might have to go. Sean has a huge heart for people, and so I'm being very serious. I don't know if it's okay with him. Don't hurt me later, but I want to share this. Sean went out of his way, went way above and beyond to help us have this weekend and have it in such a way financially that was just go way, way above and beyond. The guy's got a huge heart. So thank you, Sean, big time. So here's a shot of Sean. Yeah. This is a shot of Sean at one of his competitions. Wow. Looks amazing. Seriously, I mean, you know, he's rocking the Pilates or Zumba or something. Sean didn't always look like this, though. In fact, when we were kids, I was kind of worried about Sean. He was a little bit frail. Okay. You don't remember? I've got proof. He was a little frail. But I asked Sean earlier, I said, Sean, what's your secret, you know, to go from this to this, you know? What's your secret, Sean? How'd you get so huge? And, you know, he didn't want to tell me. I guess it's a trade secret or something. But finally, I kept pounding and pounding Sean. I said, dude, what'd you do? And finally, he told me, he shows me, and he says, 2 words, shake weight. Go from this to that, or this to that, with that. Shake. Hey, don't knock it, you know? All right. Thank you, Sean. Shake weight. 20 minutes a day, 3 days a week, that's right. So many things change over the years. The past 20 years have been ridiculous, right? You know, for instance, today's video games, how many gamers we got out there, right? Okay, all right. Only 2/3, come on. Okay. Oh, you know, like Modern Warfare, colors, halo, just crazy graphics, you know. But back in the day, we rocked the Oregon Trail. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you know, Nicole gets dysentery. You know, you have to circle the wagons and fight off the Indians on the Apple IIe. It's freaking awesome. Oregon Trail. Yeah, you know, gas prices back in the day. $1.05. In 1992, the average gas price was $1.05. That's ridiculous. And then, you know, what you did when you wanted to call somebody, make a telephone call. You didn't have to dial 765 after 317-765. Just dial 654-4111. That's Cody's number at his family's house. And then, you know, cell phones came around. Right? We had International 32,000. That's 1992, guys. They released that one in 92. Can you believe it? Who needs the iPhone 5 with this one? Jam it. You know, there are a lot of things that don't change. You know, there are three things I can think of that have really remained constant, you know, for the last 20 years. I'd say one of them is most definitely friendships that last a lifetime, right? Friendships, do you see what we've got in the middle there? Yeah, friendships that last a lifetime, right? You know, another thing that doesn't change, I'd say, is memories of great times together. We've had a lot of those, right? And there's a third thing that I'd put on this list and doesn't change, is Mrs. Pletch's lazy eye. Okay, I had to get her back for that crack about me being fat. There you go, Pletch. Take that. In all seriousness, tonight is a very special night. For some of us, it is a look to the past and into the regression and all the feelings of teenage angst, right? Insecurity we dealt with. For others, it's a look to the future and a realization that the light at the end of the tunnel might be a midlife crisis, you know, right? Something like that. You're right. Nothing, really. Well, hey, listen, honestly, if you're having any of those feelings tonight, you're not alone. You are not alone. You're among friends. Earlier today, my wife reminded me of, to some of us, high school was not always easy or a pleasant experience. As we shared stories preparing for this event, there were moments of honesty and some regret. I have a lot of regrets. Where's Marty, my brother, Chris, Mom? We were stupid, weren't we? You more than I, but... I was stupid. I was a punk. Well, perhaps tonight may offer opportunities for confession and maybe some acknowledgement that people can change, people can change for the better, right? Perhaps there might even be a shot at redemption for some of us. This makes tonight very, very valuable to us. Perhaps in ways you haven't realized yet. So don't take it for granted. There will be lots of laughs. Lots of laughs, right? But I encourage you to also value what it is we share and the possibilities of this occasion. In short, this might be your opportunity to say sorry for being in a butthole. I'll say that. I apologize for being a butthole. Okay, so whether you are thinning on top, like our friend Billy, or whether you're widening down below, whether you come to punch someone in the nose or pinch someone on the arse, to have a crack at the one that got away, or to get away from the one that whips the cracks the whip. I screwed that up there. My wife looked at that line. She helped me with this. I screwed that up.
It's okay, I love you. Keep going.
Okay. sucked. All right. You're here to have a good time, right? Well, in any case, I welcome you, class of 1919.